Hey y'all. It's just your Aunt T again with some more information, this time on how to process emotions. Now, I really want you to help you process your emotions because once you learn to do this, it's a very simple process that will help you immensely in all your life from now until forever. Okay, this is something that should be taught in schools. We should have learned this when we were children, but most of us didn't, and that's okay. You're learning it now. So, knowing that the vibration that you're giving off is what you're calling in, you want to be very aware of your emotions or your emotional state. And so, here's a few things that you can do. Until you're really good at what we're going to learn here, you're probably not even going to realize that you're in an emotional state at all times. Always. You're either vibrating joy, you're vibrating chillness, you're vibrating wonderment, you're vibrating anger, you're vibrating anxiety, you're vibrating doubt. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, you're constantly vibrating something. Okay, so it's really important that you're aware of it and that you know how to process the ones that you want to process and get rid of. Now, that's not to say that they're always gone. Once you process an emotion, it's gone. No, emotions are here. They're just like air. They're everywhere. So you can be triggered, and so when something happens that might trigger an emotion that you've never dealt with before, that's a whole nother ball game. We can talk about that too. When you hear people say, "You triggered me," or "I'm triggered," that just means it something has brought up an emotion inside that they've never dealt with, or at least never completely dealt with. So that's what we're going to learn today. So let's do this. First of all, in order to process emotions, you must feel the emotion. Okay? So you may not be feeling a certain way right now, but let's practice. So what I'm going to do is have you conjure up a memory so that that memory will evoke an emotion, and then you can see how to process it in real time. So let's do this. Let's close our eyes. And if you'll just do this with me, if you will just take 3 deep breaths, nothing to it, just okay. And that's just to get our body in a state of relaxation. It doesn't get completely relaxed. Keep your eyes closed, if you will. It doesn't get you completely relaxed. It may or may not, but it puts your body in a simplified state. Let's say that. It's not may not be neutral, but it's a simplified state. And so, what I want you to do with your eyes closed is I want you to think back on something that's made you very angry. And let's do a recent one. Let's don't go all the way back to our childhood just yet. That's where we're going to get to, but those are bigger emotions that we need to process. So let's start with something that's just recent. So something in the last week or the last 2 weeks that's made you angry. So for some of you, that might just be in traffic. For some of you, it might be another person did something, said something. For some of you, it might be something you witnessed. You saw something happen, made you angry. Whatever it is, I want you to bring up that memory. Now, I want you to breathe as we're doing this. And as you bring up that memory, and I'm bringing up one too so that I can do this with you, I want you to remember exactly what happened. So take yourself back to the exact moment, whatever it was, happened, whoever said something, the issue, the person, the place, the thing, whatever it was. And now I want you to feel exactly how you felt in that, during that. Exactly how you felt. Aspen's angry. She's showing us right now, and that's okay. So feel that emotion. You feel how angry you are right now. Do you feel? Doesn't matter. Don't judge it. Don't see it as, oh, I shouldn't have been like that, or that was. Don't judge it. Just feel it. Feel it right now. Feel how you felt. Exactly how you felt. What does that feel like? Does it make you want to grit your teeth? That's how I feel, and I'm talking right now. So I'm just gonna feel through it. It makes me want to grit my teeth. I'm making a fist, even though you can't see it, because it makes me angry, and I'm just, that's how I am when I'm angry. Now, what we want to do when we feel these things is we want to process them. You may not be able to do it in the moment, but we can do it later, and that's what we're doing now. So take that emotion, exactly how you're feeling right now. And if it's anger, since that's what we're processing, then how do you want to get it out? Let's get it out without hurting yourself or anyone else. Ah! I want to scream. You want to punch your hand, punch your hand, punch your hand, punch your hand, punch your hand. Is there a pillow around here? Is there a pillow that I can punch? I want to punch it. Punch it. Punch the pillow. Punch the pillow. Grab the pillow. Grab the pillow. Punch the pillow. Yell. Scream. Do what you got to do while I'm talking. Ah! Shake it, shake it, shake. Do what you gotta do. That's how you process it. You are literally moving in your body to process this some way, somehow. Keep doing it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going until you feel like you got it all out. And for some of you, it may take even longer than this. But let's just go with that. Let's just get it all out. 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 If you're still going, go. If you're not, start to relax. Start to relax. And those of you that are still going, just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Okay, always keeping your eyes closed. Breathing now. What I want you to do is I want you to look at that situation. Now you've processed, we're not done, but you've partially processed the emotion. I want you to look at that situation, and I want you to see it. And now you've gotten all the anger out, you've processed it, and now I want you to look at it. And now I want you to back up from it. See it as like you're in an airplane and you're looking at the situation down below, whatever it is. And then even put somebody else as you. Let's put a player in there as you. Okay, so for instance, mine was a traffic incident. And so I'm jumping up to airplane, just a helicopter. Okay, I'm just hovering. I'm not way up there. I can see everything. And so I see that person, and I see what was me, but now it's somebody else. I'm thinking of them as somebody else, and I'm seeing the situation. And was it fair? No, it wasn't fair. Was it right? No. For me, it wasn't right. That person totally did what they did, and they did it on purpose. And I had nothing to do with it, and that's okay. So I'm seeing the situation, whether I had something to do with it or not. I'm seeing the situation as two separate individuals. I'm seeing it play out underneath me, and now I want to see something else. If I see that it was my fault, quotation marks, then I want to forgive myself, and I want to ask that other person for forgiveness now. As I'm above the situation, I'm seeing me ask that person for forgiveness. I'm sorry. I was going through whatever I was going through. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to make that happen. Please forgive me. And I'm also going to forgive myself. I'm going to have grace for myself and forgive myself. If it was the other person's fault, I'm going to look at that and I'm going to go, okay, yeah, you know what? I have no idea what they're going through. I have no idea what's happening in their life. I have no idea what made them act this way. It could be years and years and years and years of something. It could be days of something. It could be hours of something. I don't know, but they could be going through something. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to choose to forgive them. Even though it wasn't fair, it wasn't right. I wish they'd never done it. I wish it never happened. I'm going to forgive them. I'm going to give them grace. And I'm going to say, you know what? I don't know what you're going through, but I don't want to hold on to this anymore. So I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. And then I turn to myself and I say, I forgive you for the way you acted. I forgive you for the way you acted, Teresa. I forgive you for getting angry. I forgive you for in the moment losing your shit. I forgive you for whatever you did, acting out, the way that you acted it back. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Now forgive the situation. Look at it. Look at it from above and go, you know what? That was a situation. Other people have been in this situation. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. Maybe it's a brand new. No one's ever been in this situation. Okay, whatever. It happened, and I'm going to forgive the entire situation, and I am going to release it and let it go. I don't want it taking up space in my memory. I don't want it taking up space in my emotional body. I don't want it taking up any of my space or anything. And I certainly don't want it to be inside my vibration that I call in more of that. So I release you and let you go, the entire experience. Now breathe. One more. Put your hands on your heart, if they aren't already, hands on your chest, and say, I release you. Thank you. I know now that you were there to teach me, and I appreciate you, and I send you off with love. Release it with your hands. Open your hands, releasing it. Open your eyes. Now, you feel better? That is exactly how you process emotions. Now, some of those emotions have been in there a long time. They didn't just happen yesterday or last week or last month or even last year. Some of those happened way long ago when we were 1, 2, 3 years old, 7 years old, 10 years old, whatever. And because you were never taught, and it's okay, how to process your emotions, what you did was you stuffed them down. That's what we all do. We stuff them down. We don't know how to deal with them. We stuff them down. Or they just stay there. They just stay there. Whatever it is, they stay there. Some of us stuff them. Some of us just live in them. We live in those emotions. Now think about that. Think about how you've been feeling the past hour, week, year. Have you been feeling a perpetual state of anger? Have you been tense? Start loosening up in your body and realizing, oh gosh, maybe I have. Have you been in a perpetual state of grief? Have you been in a perpetual state of frustration, of anxiety? What's going to happen? That's some of those emotions we stay in because we either don't push them down and we don't process them, so we stay in them. And that's okay. Now you know. Being aware is the key to all of this. Do not ever look back at yourself and condemn yourself for holding on to it all these years, sitting in it, being in it, whatever. Okay? I was in grief from my mom passing away for almost 10 years. Certainly for, 8. For 8 years, for sure, I was in grief from my mom passing and didn't even realize it. guys. I didn't even realize it. That's a story for another day. But I was able to process that grief in one night. That again is another story for another day. And I'd love to tell you how I did it. Leave me a comment if you want to know how I processed 8 years of grief in one night and never, ever, ever have I had to deal with it since. Leave me a comment. I'll make another video if you'd like to hear that. But this is exactly what's happening. Once we process that emotion, you will not ever have to deal with it again. I promise you that. Now, every time an incident happens, we have an emotion on it. So just because I process grief from losing my mom doesn't mean that I have processed the grief from my dad walking out when I was 3 years old and leaving me and abandoning me. That's another form of grief, guilt, shame. There's all kinds of stuff on that I shoved down because I was a child and I didn't know what to do with it. But since then, I have learned to process that. So if you want to dig into some of those deep ones that you don't even know are there until we get into all this, if you want to start working on this, and that's actually what is called doing the work. You ever heard anybody say, you need to do your work? You need to do your work. Well, that's what doing the work is. It's processing all these stuck emotions that we don't even realize are there. And once you start processing them, not only are your mental state going to be lighter, but your physical body is going to get lighter. Your hair changes, your eyes may change, your skin changes, your body weight changes. I mean, there's all kinds of changes because what we're doing is we're shedding the baggage. We're getting rid of the old baggage. We're no longer taking it with us every single day. Do you know you're taking every single day? You're taking all the tragedy of your past life with you every single day. Every problem, everything, every issue, every conversation you've ever had, every time somebody's pissed you off, every time you've done something wrong, everything is in there still until you process it. So once you do that, everything starts lightening up and you're going to notice your world gets lighter. That's incredible. So there's a million different benefits to it. If you want to talk more about it, leave me a comment. If you want to work with me and start doing this on a weekly basis, I'm open to that and I'd love to help you. So thank you for watching. I hope this helps. Leave me a comment. Let me know. All the best.